So let me ask you a question. So when you do something, you put your 100% into it. And what I mean by that, that's a loaded question, because when I ask you to give your 100%, which I do, it's of your attention, but not your ability. Your ability, you can go at about 70%. Make it work for you. Don't overdo it. You can do the class standing or sitting. Ideally, you'll stand if you're able to, because it's really good for strengthening your legs, improving your balance, and overall conditioning. So let's start with 3 heart opening breaths. So put the palms in front of the abdomen. So when we inhale, just give it a nice big stretch. Open the, oh yeah, and exhale. Could you feel the stretch through your thighs down to the calves? Again, inhale, stretch all the way down through the legs. Oh, that's a good stretch. And exhale. Let's do one more time. Inhale and just enjoy the stretch. Yeah. And exhale. Now bring your feet a little bit closer so they're hip width apart. Just throw your arms around from side to side. Look straight ahead. Just let the body relax. And when you go to a side, kind of do a little curtsy or bend the knee a little bit. So you push down into a hip. This puts a little pressure on the hip, which opens a hip area, which improves your circulation throughout that area, which is really good for strengthening the hip as we do this. And this up and down motion is also a nice precursor to a lot of the up and down motions we do in this class, which is super, super good. Squats, if you had only one exercise to do, the best thing you could do would be a squat. And we do quite a few of these in the class. Now, again, if you have sore knees, you have to make it work for you. Now, let's bring the arms up a little bit higher. So the inside palm, or the back of the palm, is going to tap your kidney. We're still bending the knees, so we're pushing into a hip. And the other palm that comes in front is tapping either your liver or your kidney. So up a little higher. So we're just stimulating the midsection of the body. Now we're going to bring our arms up to shoulder height. So the inside palm goes face down, the outside palm goes face up. And we're still doing these up and down motions where we're pushing down into a hip when we go to a side and looking straight ahead so you get a nice even twist in your body. Yeah, that feel good? Just a nice motion. All right, now this is a great warm-up and it preps us for what's next, which is going to do a stretch. Now widen the step a little bit and reach up high and lift up high and stretch through the side down to the hip and go to the other side. Give it a stretch. Yeah, again, lift up high and stretch. Other side, give it a good stretch. One more time each side, give it a good stretch. Other side, give it a good stretch. Now come to the center and just bounce the knees and relax the arms, relax the shoulders. This is the essence of brainwave vibration. I've mentioned before, so for those of you that are new, a whole book has been written on this by Grandmaster Il-Chi Lee. And this is the essence of healing, just jiggling the body around. And this improves the circulation throughout the body. This is another exercise. If you just do a little of this every day, just kind of jiggle things up, it's a very healthy thing to do. We don't think about it because we're too busy. As soon as we get out of bed, we're usually hitting the ground running. Now let's start shaking the palms as we're bouncing the knees. And we have 366 energy centers throughout the body. And this opens up all the energy centers so you have a free flow of energy. So this class is called Qigong, which is Tai Chi sprang from this, but you can also use it for self-defense too. But I'm not teaching the art of self-defense. I'm teaching health and well-being in this class. So it's all about your own health and well-being, and which is the most important thing in the world. If you don't have your health and well-being, you know, the rest is all just forget about it. You need to do this. And so congratulations for showing up and being here every day. But anyway, we have 366 energy centers throughout the body. Now let's add a little wiggle to the hips. And as you jiggle things around, you're opening up the flow of energy. So energy can go from point A to point B. So when your mind sends a signal down to your toes, you can get there very efficiently because you've cleaned up the pathways. And that's basically all we're doing here, which is very important. It also is very good for loosening up and limbering up the muscles. Now just let's shimmy the shoulders as we're bouncing the knees, wiggling the hips. and bob the head. Yeah, so you kind of get all shook up. Let the whole body just kind of relax into this. So you're just kind of moving everything around. So everything gets a little bit of motion. And this is a really nice way to warm up the body. So as we do start doing some of these rotational exercises that we do, these dynamic rotations or dynamic stretches, if you will, your body is ready to receive them. Now stop and feel the tingling in your fingers. You should feel a nice tingling. If you can, you're successful at bringing the mind into the body. And mind-body experience is just that simple. It's nothing mysterious. It's all about being present and in the moment. That's what we try to do. Just be here now. Okay. All right. Now let's take a moment and just stretch a little bit. Clasp your hands in front of you. When you inhale, bring the palms up to the chest. Roll them forward. As you exhale, I want you to bend the knees and stretch. Now with your arms outstretched, I want you to inhale, straighten the knees. Now when you exhale, bend the knees and stretch a little bit more. Now next time you inhale, I want you to straighten the knees and lift the arms over the head. When you exhale, look up to stretch. One more breath. Inhale, stretch a little bit more, pull up through the abdomen. Now exhale, slowly come down. Now, abdomen is very important to stretch. I like to stretch the abdomen a lot because it's so good. Let's try a little forward bend. Palms in front of the abdomen and inhale, reach out to the side and exhale into a stretch. Then roll the palms up as you inhale, lift up. When you exhale, reach out to the side. Now, I want you to just hinge at the hip. So you keep your back straight and just drop the arms down. So you're pulling a little bit on the back of the legs. It's a nice stretch to begin exercising, stretching the back of the legs. And you just hold it for a moment because it gives a chance for the antagonist action of the muscle to know it's safe and it's going to let you come down a little bit more. So as we relax into this, so let's add the breath. We inhale. Now, when you exhale, we're relaxing into this and notice how much further you come down from where you initially went. Yeah. Again, inhale and exhale. So we're getting a nice deep stretch doing this. One more time. Inhale through the nose. Always inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose or the mouth. Doesn't matter. Now, when you inhale through the nose, come on up and exhale. Just relax. Now, take a moment to kick the legs out to loosen that, what we did from the stretching. Now, let's step forward with our right foot. Put your hands in your hips. We're going to just stretch that front leg. So inhale up. Now exhale. All we're doing is hinging at the hip. You can bend the neck, back knee to lower yourself down, but just keep that front leg straight. And this is a bit of a challenge for the balance. So let your body get used to this, your leg, to support your center of gravity. Now we're going to add the breath through the nose. We inhale. When you exhale, just relax a little bit more into that stretch for the back of the leg. Again, notice you're coming down even more, a little bit more. So through the nose, we're inhaling and exhaling, just relaxing a little bit more into that stretch for the back of the leg. One more time. Inhale, big long inhale, and exhale, just relax. Oh, the stretch in the back of the leg feels so good. Now when we inhale, come on up slowly. Take your time. And exhale, relax, and kick the legs out. Let's do the same thing with the other side. I like to warm up like this in all the classes I do. We inhale up and exhale. Come on down with the head up, kind of keep the back straight. We're just hinging at the hip. Now we haven't come down any further. We're just holding it right here for a moment. Let the leg get used to it. Find your balance. Okay, now let's add the breath through the nose. We inhale and exhale a little bit more into that stretch for the back of the leg. By the way, if any of you are having a hard time with this, you should have a chair next to you so you can kind of hold on to it to maintain your balance. Again, inhale and exhale. Sometimes you just have to touch the chair lightly to get your balance, so you don't have to put all your weight onto it. Again, inhale, big long inhale. And exhale a little bit more to that stretch for the back of the leg. Now, when you inhale, very slowly come on up. And exhale, just relax and kick the legs out a little bit. Okay, now, balance the plate is an exercise where it helps by keeping the palm facing up in the sky. We're going to rotate our wrist, our elbow, our shoulder, our hips, our knees, and our ankles. So everything gets a nice mild rotation. This form we're going to do later on, we're going to do 8 forms. This form is the that we're going to do to start off with is part of the 4th form and the 5th form. This warm-up that I go through, but instead of 4 breaths like we do in the form, we're just doing 2 breaths. But it's an excellent warm-up. In fact, when you learn the 8 forms that we do here, it's something you can do in the morning. It takes about 3 to 4 minutes, depending on how fast you're breathing, because everything is done with the breath. And it's a great way to start your day. So, and I encourage you to do this every day, and then come to the class for refreshers and stuff. And I have lots of videos there for you to look at anytime you want. Now let's step forward to our right foot, put both palms out. Take your left palm, put it behind you, and focus on the right. I'm mirror teaching, so I'm on the left side, so I'm on the same side as you. So when you inhale, I want you to straighten the knee, pull the palm in towards the chest, lift the elbow and shoulder up, bend the wrist, circle the palm underneath. So we're always keeping the palm facing the sky. Now when you exhale, I want you to extend the arm straight out to the right. Your hip goes to the left, and you feel a nice little stretch in your hip right in here, which is really good. Now we're going to gyrate the hip, and the arm will go the opposite way. So we inhale, the arm goes around, the arm kind of like follows. When you go over the head, you straighten the knee. As you exhale, we complete the circle back down into a crouch again. So we're kind of always going up and down with the breath. Inhale, we're rising. Exhale, and we're falling. Let's try that again. So it's inhale, underneath the arm, and then exhale, push to the side and stretch. Oh, that hip feels so good. And then inhale, gyrate the hip all the way around, straighten the knees as you come up over the head. Nice stretch through the back and then the abdomen, and then exhale, come on down as we complete the rotation and come back into our squat. Again, inhale and exhale, push. Oh, inhale, circle around. And exhale. This is such a good exercise for preventing calcification of the joints. Again, inhale and exhale, keeps you nice and supple, keeps your body young. Inhale over the head and exhale. Be really good for you to do this every day. Just this one exercise. Inhale, exhale, inhale over the head and exhale. Okay, now we're going to bring the foot back. So when you inhale, straighten the legs. Bring the foot back and exhale, bend the knees. Now, let's step off to the other side. We inhale, straighten the leg, and exhale, step off to the other side with the palm face up. You can put this palm on your hip or put face up behind you, either way, wherever you're most comfortable. I like to put it behind me, face up. And I'm focusing on like holding a plate behind my back. This one is always going to be pointed face up. So inhale, straighten the knee, pull a palm in towards the chest. Elbow and shoulder up, so you feel a stretch through the side, bend the wrist, so you circle palm underneath the arm, and exhale, push your hip to the right, the arm goes to the left this time, and the front leg gets stretched. Now when you inhale, we start gyrating the hips into a squat, we start straightening the knees as we come up over the head. As you exhale, we start bending the knees as we come down. So this is a mind body class, and it takes all of your mind to be able to do this. So don't despair, just do your best. Again, inhale in towards the chest. Exhale, push to the side and stretch. Then over around we go as we inhale up over the head. And then exhale, we sink back down into a crouch position. Shoulders are over the hips as much as you can. Again, inhale, exhale, inhaling. Oh, it's a good stretch. And then exhale. Yeah, all our trapezius get stretched. Again, inhale, exhale, inhale all the way around. Yeah, and exhale. It's a nice stretch all the way down through the side. Again, inhale, exhale, inhale up, and exhale down. One more time. Inhale, exhale, inhaling, exhaling. Okay, now we're going to straighten the leg to come back. So inhale, straighten the leg, and exhale, come back. So we do a lot of kind of like standing on one leg, that up and down, and do the best you can. If you're not able to do it too good, you do it quick, but eventually it starts getting stronger and you can do more of it. Now we're going to do both legs at the same time. So let's take a Let's start with the crouch position. Take a half step to the right, sink over to the right, and then half step to the left, and then crouch. Okay, this will be 2 circles, 2 breaths. Arms are extended out in front of us. First one, inhale, straighten the knees, pull the palms in towards the chest, elbows and shoulders up. Just bend the wrists so you circle the palms underneath the armpit. Now when you exhale, bend the knees and push to the side with the head up to stretch your back. Now when we inhale, crisscross over the head, straighten the knees, stretch through the abdomen. Oh yeah, I feel so good. And exhale, come on down. Let's do some more of these. These are so good. Inhale in towards the chest. Exhale, push to the side and stretch, squat. Then inhale over the head and exhale, come on down. Now only squat as much as you're comfortable, okay? So inhale, straighten the knees, and exhale, squat to your comfort level. Then inhale, crisscross over the head, nice stretch in the abdomen, and exhale, come on down. I love seeing couples do this together. Again, inhale and exhale. Laura, you and the hubby are doing a great job. Again, inhale, stretch through the abdomen. Yeah. And exhale, come on and bend the knees. Again, one more time. Inhale and exhale, stretch. Inhale over the head and exhale, come on down. Then let's inhale. I want you to straighten the knee as you bring the foot in from the right. And exhale, sink over to the right, bend the knee. Then inhale, straighten the knee, bring the foot in from the left. And exhale, relax. So that was a warm-up as part of the 4th and 5th form that we do. These rotations are so dynamic. And I mean, we just get such a nice rotation of all our wrists, our elbows, our arms, keep our body flowing really good, which I'm halfway out of breath already. How about you? It's a good way to exercise, get your heart rate up quite a bit. All right, now let's do a little bit more stretching before we go on. I just want to start, I want to stretch our right shoulder up a little bit, pull down through the hip. So bring your palm face up. So inhale, bring the shoulder up, roll your palm down, and exhale, relax, come down into a squat. Again, inhale, come up and stretch, and then exhale, come on down. Let's do 3 more of these. Inhale, come up and stretch, and then exhale, come on down. Other side, inhale, come up and stretch, and then exhale. You feel it in your waist? Come on down. Inhale, come up and stretch, and then exhale, come on down. Let's do the other side the same way. Palm face up, we inhale, pull the side up, pull the elbow up, roll the palm down, and exhale, bend the knees on the way down. Again, inhale, straighten the knees as you come up, and then exhale, come on down. Again, inhale, straighten the knees as you come up, and then exhale, come on down. Again, inhale and exhale. One more time, inhale, stretch, and exhale, come on down. All right, now let's do both at the same time. So let's start with the bend knees. So it's inhale, come up, straighten the knees, roll the palms, and exhale, come into a squat, keep the shoulders over the hips. Inhale, up, and then exhale, squat as far as you're comfortable, okay? Just to kind of get those thighs working. Inhale, up, stretch through the abdomen, and exhale, come on down. So another nice stretch for the abdomen. Inhale, stretch through the waist, and then exhale, come on down. So your whole core gets nice and stretched. Again, inhale, up, and then exhale, come on down. Let's do 2 more of these. So it's inhale and stretch, and then exhale, bend the knees to come down. One more time. It's inhale, come up, and exhale, come down. Then straighten up as you inhale, kick the legs out, and exhale. Now, we do a lot of breathing because we want to oxygenate the body. So let's do 3 heart opening breaths, palms in front of the abdomen, and inhale, open up and stretch through the abdomen. Yeah, and exhale. Again, this time stretch through the legs. Inhale, stretch all the way down through the thighs and the calves. Yeah, take your time. And exhale, take your time, you'll get there. Let's do that again. Through the nose, we inhale and stretch. Now when you exhale, come all the way down, drop the arms down, just hinge at the hip, and just let the Let the arms hang for a minute. So you're pulling on the back of the legs. Another nice stretch for the back of the legs. Legs are important to stretch a lot. Gives you great elasticity, improves your balance, and of course, your strength. Now, let's add the breath. Inhale and exhale. Just allow yourself to come down a little bit more, but keep your back straight. Inhale and exhale. It's not how low you go. You're just trying to keep the back straight, pulling on the back of the legs. That's what we're trying to do. Again, inhale and exhale. Just feel that nice stretch in the back of the legs. Now, when you inhale, slowly come on up and exhale, relax, and just kick the legs out. Now I want to sit you down for a minute and bring the heart rate down and relax. So if you have a chair nearby, and if you don't want to sit down, you can just stand and do a standing meditation too. We are going to sit, but if you want to stand, you can just stand like this in mountain pose, the shoulders over the hips, hips over the knees, knees over the ankles, and look kind of down towards the earth a little bit. Or if you're comfortable, you can even close your eyes. I'm going to sit though. We've done a lot of hard work on our legs already, and it's time to give them a little bit of a rest. Rest is important just as much as the exercise is. So there has to be balance in the body. So when we stress one area, we kind of have to relax it too. And this prevents fatigue, and it just, we're not looking to go to fatigue at this point in our lives. We're not looking to tear any muscle. We're just looking to get a nice free flow of energy. So we're sitting up straight, the shoulders over the hips, the knees over the ankles, but the back of the palms behind the knees, and look down towards the earth, or you can close your eyes if you're comfortable. And then again, if you're standing in that mountain pose, as some I see you are, which is wonderful. It's a nice way to meditate. And it's also a nice challenge to the balance. You're standing, you can feel yourself kind of shifting from side to side a little bit as you're searching for your balance all the time. It's a moment by moment thing to have your balance. In order to have good balance, you become mindful of it. So it's a good practice. Even when you're sitting, you're also practicing your balance. If you sit up straight with the shoulders over the hips, you're not leaning back into the chair. You're also practicing your balance on your sit bones. So bring your mind's awareness to your breath. So when we're inhaling, we're aware of the body expanding. When we exhale, we can completely relax. We can feel the body relaxing, just letting it go. This is mindful relaxation. And you can completely relax the body and improve the flow of energy in just a very short period of time. All in just a few good deep breaths. The only reason we're taking good deep breaths right now is because the body's probably calling for more oxygen at this moment. And eventually the breathing slows and calms down as the body has its fill of oxygen and becomes more normalized. And that's what we're trying to do, is just bring everything back down to a normalized rate. So your breathing becomes natural. Your heart rate lowers a little bit. At this point, you might even start feeling a wonderful tingling sensation inside your body as every cell is becoming more excited in your body right now. It's excited because it's getting a lot more nutrients than it was before. And the nutrients re-energize the cells and gives you tremendous energy. That's why exercise is so very, very good for you. Without the exercise, you wouldn't get this energy. That's why you would feel refreshed. Now, granted, sometimes we feel very tired after exercise, and that's usually because all of a sudden now we're relaxed, whereas the night before we didn't sleep very good. And now all of a sudden our mind is calm, it's relaxed. So you know the body's always right there with the mind. The body can't relax until the mind relaxes. So as soon as the mind relaxes, the body can relax. And the best way to relax the body and the mind is to bring your mind into the body. I'm starting to feel a wonderful tingling sensation throughout my whole body as every cell is getting washed and rinsed, restoring me back to my state of perfect health. So the energy that's flowing through our body these are called light particles, and light particles are like, little tiny bits of light powder. Only because when the scientists look deep into a cell, they keep going there and they can't locate the energy. They know it's there, but they can't really get their hands around it. And it's there, it's definitely there. So they call it a light particle. And a light particle is like little tiny bits of light energy, and it's flooding through your body. And when the light particles reach into a cell, it's like walking into a room, flipping on the light switch. That entire cell is radiated with this wonderful light energy. It blows away the darkness, which we're exhaling in the form of carbon dioxide. And this is the way the process of their body is working in if you want to picture it that way. You can even envision the little angels carrying these wonderful little bits of light powder into the cells, and then they just kind of sweep the whole cell clean, and they cleanse it and drop in the light particles. So you're refreshed and rejuvenated. Okay, good job, everybody. Now I invite you to open your eyes and clasp your hands in front of your abdomen. So when we inhale, bring the clasped hands up to our chest. Roll them forward. As you exhale, come into a stretch and come into a squat if you're standing. Then inhale, straighten your knees if you're standing. And then exhale, come into a squat. If you're sitting, just stay right there. Now when you inhale, lift the palms over the head. If you're standing, stand up straight. When you exhale, look up to stretch. One more breath. Inhale, reach up and stretch just a little bit more through the abdomen, and then exhale, lower the palms down to your lap. Now let's take the right hand, put it on the left knee. As we inhale, we do a little twist, and exhale into a twist. If you be careful about your spine, then inhale and exhale a little bit more deeply if you're comfortable doing that. Now when you inhale, come back to the center. Then when you exhale, come to the other side. Then inhale and exhale into position. Then inhale, twist a little bit more deeply, and exhale, come on back to our starting point. Now, I'm going to start, since we're already sitting down, I want to teach you the form sitting down. And if you're standing, you want us to stand and do this, you may stand. Those of you that have been with me for a while, you're very comfortable standing and you know the form, so you shouldn't have any problem doing it. Sitting is a little bit different because you're not doing any squats with the legs. But when you're coming down, there's two forms. So the second and the fourth form, when you're making these circles, you're putting pressure on the thigh. And it's a nice little stretch on the thigh. That's the only difference here. And it's the only stretch you're getting for the legs when you're doing that. So sit up straight, palms in front of the abdomen, and inhale, reach out to the side, and exhale into a stretch. Then roll the palms up. As you inhale, bring the palms together and exhale till the fingertips come just below the chin. Now, when we inhale, lift the elbows to shoulder height, lift your belly up, rib cage, and then exhale, let the palms float down. Second form, we step off to the right. So when you inhale, like the palm has a piece of string to it attached to the foot, we step out to the right, and exhale, put the palm to the inside of your leg face down. Now here's where you stretch. If you're sitting, you inhale, and you're just rotating the hip if you're standing, and exhale, come on back. Then inhale, bring this foot back, and exhale. Now the other side, we inhale, and exhale, palm to the inside, then inhale, move it around, and exhale, returns. Inhale, come up, and exhale. Yes, after this, we're going to do it standing up. Now, third form, carry the ball over to the right for position. So inhale, bring the ball over to the right. So the reason we carry the ball, the palms are always the same distance as we sway back and forth. And then exhale into position. Now, inhale, bring it over to the left. And then on the exhale, we carry it back to the right. settle in. Then inhale and exhale, relax the palms to the center. Now bring it to the other side. Inhale over to the left and exhale to position. Then inhale, bring it over to the right and exhale, bring it back to the left. Then inhale, lower the ball and exhale, bring the palms face up. Now, fourth form is like the balance the plate exercise like we did in the warm-up. So when we inhale, again, we step off like we did in the second form, bring the foot up and place it down. As you exhale, palm is face up this time. So when you inhale, bring the palm around behind your back, circle the arm all the way around and exhale into a stretch. Now when you inhale, roll the palm underneath your arm, lift the elbow and shoulder up, stretching through the side, and exhale, push to the side. Keep the shoulders over the hips. Then inhale underneath the arm and exhale, push to the side and stretch. Now when you inhale, rotate the palm around over your head, always keeping it facing up for a good rotation. And exhale, this way you rotate your wrist, your elbow, and your shoulder blade. Then inhale, bring the foot back and exhale, come on down. Now the other side, same way. Inhale, lift the left foot up and exhale, come on down, palms to the inside. So we inhale, we gyrate around, you feel it in your thigh, rotating the hip if you're standing, rotate the palm as we stand up, and then exhale, push behind, only if you're standing. Then inhale underneath the arm, we stretch through the side, should be standing up, you're straightening up, and then exhale, we're crouching as you push to the front if you're standing. Then inhale back underneath the arm, and then exhale, push to the side and stretch. Then inhale, come over the head, palms face up, and then exhale, come on back. It's like you're always balancing a plate, so you don't want to drop the plate. Now inhale, bring this foot back, and then exhale. All right. Fifth form is both hands together. So inhale, take a half step to the right, and exhale, palms face up. Half step to the left, inhale and exhale. Now both palms together. We inhale, we open the chest, circle our arms, and exhale, push behind us and stretch. Then inhale, straighten up in the body, we're standing up. And then exhale, we're crouching if you're standing, come to the front. Then inhale, we're standing up, stretch as we come underneath the arms, and then exhale, push to the side and stretch. Now we crisscross over the head as we inhale over the head, and exhale, come on back to our starting position. Now, sixth form is creating a brighter world. So when you inhale, push the belly up, put the thumbs on the belly button. When you exhale, make a triangle with your palms and tuck the belly to the backbone. Then when you inhale, push the belly out and down, and exhale, tuck it in. This is the intestine exercise, really good for you. Do this about 100 times every day. So when you inhale, put the palms up to your eyes, pinch the first three fingers. When you exhale, reach down and put the knuckles to your kidneys, your lower back. You should be in a squat here. If you're standing, inhale, straighten the knees if you're underneath the armpit, and then exhale, fold the elbows over the fingers. Then inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the chin up, and then exhale, lower the palms down. Now the eighth and final form is called raising the power. So when you inhale, we gather the earth's energy into our palms, pull it into our chest. And when you exhale, push it down into our lower abdomen where we accumulate and store this wonderful energy. And then to conclude, we inhale, palms to prayer posture. As you exhale, let's bow to acknowledge this energy. If you're standing, legs are locked, so you're stretching the back of the legs. If you're sitting, you're stretching your thighs. One more breath, inhale and exhale, a little bit more to that stretch for your legs. Now, when you inhale, slowly come on up and exhale, let everything relax. Okay, now we're going to do the form again, but we're going to do it from a standing position. If those of you who are standing got tired and need to sit down, of course, you're welcome to sit down. It's just make it work for you, okay? Everything we do, you can improvise here. So you have a good time. I want you to enjoy your time. That's the most important thing. You are moving your body, and congratulations on that. So feet are together, as close as you're comfortable doing. So, and your shoulders are over the hips. Hips are over the knees, and knees are over the ankles. And the knees are soft, not locked. Just find yourself standing for a moment. Put your palms in front of the abdomen. Relax the shoulders. Let's begin the 8 forms of Qigong. So inhale, reach out to the side, and exhale, stretch. Knees should be locked. Then roll the palms up as you inhale, stretch through the abdomen, palms together now. As you exhale, bend the knees as you come down with the palms in front of your chest. Now, when you inhale, straighten the knees as you bring the elbows up to shoulder height, lift your abdomen up, and then exhale, push down, bend the knees. Now, second form, we're going to step off to the right. So we stand up straight with our legs and step off to the right. So inhale, take this right hand up and pull the foot up, and then exhale, push it, put it down, and the palms to the inside. Now the shoulders are over the hips, so you're not leaning forward. Then inhale, we gyrate the hip, straighten the knee on the half circle, and exhale, bend the knee as we return. Then inhale, straighten the knees, both knees, bring this foot back, and exhale. So we're always challenging our balance. Then we come into a squat. Same thing with the other side. Inhale, straighten the legs, step out with your left side, and then exhale, place the foot down, and we're going to gyrate the hip. So inhale, gyrate the hip. Palm follows the rotation, and exhale, returns into a squat. Now inhale, straighten the knee as we come back, and exhale, return. It's very difficult to do that, I know. Carry the ball to the right, so we sway our arms back and forth. So we have the same distance between our palms. We inhale, bring the ball over to the right, and exhale, settle in. So we're into a squat now. Then inhale, we straighten the knee as we carry the ball to the left. On the exhale, we return it back to the right into a squat. Then inhale, straighten the knee, lower the ball right to our center, and then balance on both legs as we exhale. Bring it up to the side now. Inhale, carry the ball over to the left, straighten the knee, and then exhale, bend the knee as we sink in. So most of the weight's on one leg. Then inhale, carry the ball over to the right, straighten the knee. On the exhale, we return it back to the left. Then inhale, lower the ball, and exhale, bend the knees to relax. Fourth form, balance the plate exercise. We inhale, straighten the knee, stepping off to the right, and exhale, settle in. Now this time the palm is face up to the inside of your palm, and then we come into a squat. So we inhale, we straighten the knee as we bring the palm around behind us, circle all the way around with the arm, both legs are straight, and exhale, bend the knees as we reach behind us with the palm face up. Now our palm is always face up from this point. So inhale, drag the palm underneath the armpit, let the elbow and shoulder up, so you're stretching all the way down through the side, your back. Point the fingers to the front, and then exhale, bend the knees as you reach to the front. Keep the shoulders over the hip, don't lean forward. Then inhale, come back underneath the arm, elbow and shoulder up, circle to the right. Now when you exhale, your hip's going to go to the left the opposite way. So you're stretching your hip a little bit. Feel it, it feels good. Now we're going to gyrate the hip as you inhale, circle up. We're straightening the knees on the up, and then exhale, bending the knees as we come down. Now to bring the foot back, we straighten the knees. So inhale, straighten the knees. This other foot is just neutral, and exhale, settle in. Now the other side, we inhale, straighten the knee, and exhale, bend the knee with the palm face up. Then inhale, straighten the knee as we come behind us, circle, and exhale, bend the knee as we reach behind us. Then inhale, come underneath the arm, straighten the knee, and then exhale, bend the knees as we push to the front. Inhale, come back underneath the arm, point to the side, and exhale, the hip goes the opposite way, so you're stretching the hip right here. Now we inhale, we gyrate the hip, we start straightening the knees as we come over the head. As we exhale, we bend the knees as we return. Now to bring the foot back, we inhale, straighten the knee, and exhale, bend the knees. Fifth form, half step to the right. Inhale, straighten the knee, bring the right foot up, and exhale, bend the knees as we sink back down. Then take a half step to the left as we inhale, straighten the knee, and exhale, bend the knees as we return. This is so good for our balance. Then inhale, we straighten the knees as we open the chest, stretch through the legs, circle the arms, and then exhale, bend the knees as we push behind us, the head up, stretch your back. Then inhale underneath the arms, straighten the knees, and then exhale, bend the knees as we push to the front. Inhale back underneath the arms, straighten the knees, and exhale, push to the side and stretch. Then inhale, let's crisscross over the head, stretching through the abdomen. And exhale, bend the knees to return. Half step from the right. Inhale, straighten the knee. Bring the half foot in, half step in, and exhale, bend the knees, lean to the right. Inhale, straighten the knee, half step from the left. And exhale, bend the knees to return. Sixth form, your homework assignment, creating a brighter world. Push the belly out and tuck the belly in. So inhale, push the belly out, thumbs in the belly button. When you exhale, tuck the belly and give it a good squeeze. Do this about 3 or 4 minutes every day. Inhale, probably be about 100 you'll do. Push the belly out and down, and exhale, tuck the belly in. It's better to count them if you can. It brings your mind into the body. Now inhale, straighten the knees, bring the palms up. This is the seventh form. Pinch the first 3 fingers by your eyes. As you exhale, bend the knees as you tuck the knuckles to your kidneys, your lower back. Now when you inhale, drag the knuckles into the armpits and stretch, and then exhale, bend the knees as you relax the shoulders. Now when we inhale, we straighten the knees and pull it, open the chest, stretch the neck up. This is where the dragon looks up to the sky, and then exhale, let everything relax as you bend the knees. Eighth and final form is raising the powers. You inhale, gather the energy of the earth, pull it into your body. As you exhale, tuck it into your lower abdomen, 2 inches below the belly button, 2 inches deep. This is your second chakra in yoga. To conclude, we inhale, straighten the knees, palms to prayer posture. As you exhale, we're going to bow to stretch the back of our legs and then hold for 1 more breath. Inhale and exhale a little bit more deeply for that stretch in the back of the legs. Now, when we inhale, slowly bring it up. And as we exhale, let the palms slow down. And then just kick the legs out a little bit, just relax. All right, and just stand for a second. Now, bring your mind's awareness into the body. Try not to think too much, just be present, just for a moment. In other words, just be present. Let your mind go blank. Just be aware of what's going on in the body, just being present with yourself. That's all you're doing. It's a wonderful meditation experience when you are able to do that, which is very simple. You just quiet the mind and just be aware of what's going on right here. Okay, then, let's try it again. Now, I'm not going to rest you, but I am going to have you have a sip of water, because sipping water is really good for us if you have it. And I'm also going to make sure my phone is on Do Not Disturb. Now, this time my instruction is going to be on the breath only, so you're going to get a different flavor for it, and you'll see it in a little bit different way. Know that every time we inhale, we initiate a movement. When we exhale, we conclude it. When we're inhaling, the body's rising. When we're exhaling, the body's falling. That's just the basic, and that helps you learn the form pretty easy that way. It's all methodical. And it's just such a wonderful exercise for the whole body. And of course, all this deep breathing fully oxygenates the bloodstream. Oxygen is so powerful. It's the best thing we can do for ourselves, and it's all free. It's always around us. So let's embellish in this oxygen, and let's begin with the palms in front of the abdomen. Knees are soft, not locked. Instructional breath only. Inhale, exhale, inhaling, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhaling, exhaling, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhaling, exhaling, inhale, exhale, inhaling, exhaling, Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhale. Okay, then. So, when we do the fifth form, all it is doing the right and the left, the fourth form, the right and the left side at the same time. That's all it is, doing the exact same thing. We bring it together in that fifth form. A lot of times I forget to mention that, so I just wanted to mention that. So I, as I'm coming more and more into my very senior years, I'm really enjoying doing this exercise. It's so very good for me. I've been doing this since I was about 20 years ago, when I was about 50-ish, 50, yeah, I started, and I've been doing this every day, all the time. It's a wonderful exercise. That's why I love to teach it. It's so easy to learn. The funny part about it is it's simple 8 forms to do, and everyone can learn this so easily. But there's actually 108 breaths and 108 moves. So every movement we do has 3 or 4 breaths and moves, because we always move the body with the breath. We inhale, we expand, and we exhale, we are concluding. So how are we doing here? We're doing pretty good. What I'd like to do now is take you through the form one time. Let's try the form in silence. I won't say a word. Again, it gives you a whole other level of understanding of the form as you follow along. And you're kind of forced to try to remember what you can, and kind of like, you catch yourself. And anyway, it's a nice way to learn the form. So let's try it this way and see how we do. All right, palms in front of the abdomen, knees are soft. And again, when you go to your right, I'll be on my left, so I'm on the same side as you. So just follow along. Inhale. Okay. All right, now, thank you very much. I might just sit down with me. I'm not going to do body tapping today because we're like out of time. And I invite you to do tapping on your own. You know what to do. Just tap down through your whole body, which is very good for you to do body tapping because it stimulates the connective tissue throughout your whole body. Connective tissue is fascia, and it's made up of collagen, and it's very electric. So even this exercise that we did, we stimulated just about every part of our body that we could possibly stimulate through doing these exercises. It's such just a wonderful way to do an exercise. It's really not very invasive, but you get just a wonderful stretch. Everything we're doing, we're stretching through the body as you do this. When you think of it that way, you just get a lovely stretch and your body feels rejuvenated and great. So on that note, let me turn it over to Justin.